Hello there again. In this last tutorial we'll be looking at in GIMP, before we move on to our final project, we're going to be looking at how to copy and paste a pretty basic task, but in photo editing it can be a little bit more complex, using some of the tools that we've already encountered as we move through our different lessons. So as with the last assignment, I'd like you to begin by opening two images. The first image is called balloons, and you'll notice some hot air balloons here, a picture I took over in Sussex when they have their fair. And the other image I'd like you to open is called cliff, and it's a picture of some of the cliffs over at Dorchester that me and my friends were out and about exploring one day. So have those images open. Again, you'll probably find it to your benefit if you can put them side by side, or as Newfies like to say, side by each, when I was over and living in Newfoundland for a little bit. And what we're going to do today is we're going to try to add some of these balloons into the sky over here, as if that's what my friends might have been looking at off in the distance. So to begin, we're going to use a familiar tool. We're going to use the select tool, or the scissor select tool as it's known. And we're going to go in and we'll begin by selecting this image. Now if you'll notice, to try to put these dots around this small balloon might be quite difficult. We can, however, zoom in. So we can select the zoom tool here, the magnifying glass. There we go. We can zoom in on our image a couple times to make it easier to select. So go back, select the scissor select tool. And now I can go about trying to outline this object here. Again, where my video is limited to 5 minutes in length, I'm going to have to rush this a little bit. Where you'll be in class for a decent amount of time, you can take your time. Make sure you're putting it right on the edge. The better job you do here, the better your final image is going to look. So once I make it all the way around back against this basket, I end on the dart that I started on. I can click inside the image and you'll notice now I have those marching ants. It's selected. So now we can go up to Edit. We can copy what we've just selected, and now we'll go into the other image, cliff. We'll go to Edit and Paste, and you'll notice my balloon shows up in the center of the image. Now in order to move this balloon, if we try to click it and move, it's not going to work for us. We still have our scissor select tool, so what we'll need to do is go and select the move tool. So we'll select the move tool. We'll click on our image and we'll place it here somewhere in the sky. I like it right about here. The second part I'd like you to do while the balloon is still highlighted is I'd like you to actually go in and see if we can add some color to these balloons. So go to Colors. You're free to try any of these features, but I'm going to try one that we've already looked at before. I'm going to try using curves. So right now it's a black and white balloon, but if I go to Value and I select a particular color, let's see what happens when I start moving my curves tool around in different ways. I start getting different colors. So I like my balloon with blue and a little bit of red. I'm going to keep it right where I got it there. Again, you can choose any color you like for a balloon. I'm going to press OK. And I've got one balloon in. What I'd like you to do, if I go back to this image, I'll zoom out a little bit. I would like you to try to incorporate these last two balloons here into the cliff image. Change the color for each one. So use a different color each time. If I used red here, for the next balloon I might use blue or green or yellow, or any number of colors you might come up with. So I'd like you to try to take these remaining two balloons from this image, copy and paste them, and put them into this image. Once you're done putting the three balloons in and changing the color, I would like you then to save this image. It was cliff. We'll save it now as cliff after. So be sure to save it to your U drive and incorporate the appropriate images into your PowerPoint.